post a thing, or I'll move everything. All right, I'm gonna mute the mic.
No worries. All right, we'll just give 2 minutes and then we'll. All right. All right, I think we got a good crew here, so let's kind of go into the market, see where we are. All right, I'll share my screen here. Let's go from there. All right, first, check just see where we are with the market overall. There's some divergences, bullish divergences across. So we actually hit the VPOC here, very close to it. I do expect us to come actually and tap it here at 44.24. The first one that we are looking happened here right after 4. I think it happened, yeah, right after 4 it broke and hit this VPOC at 4471. Next one is tomorrow is that we're going to watch the 4424, but we're going to watch this for bounce. So the reason why I say that is this. Can you guys hear me, see me, or can you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. So if you go on 30 minutes, right? Obviously, this was a monthly top. They sliced it through it, and you can tell that we are leaving a lot of VPOCs on the upper side as well. So we're going to get some bounces fairly soon. Usually, market does not leave this and not come back, test it. Right. So I think we're going to see some of this turn around. Let's see. In the 90 days, right? We had this. I'm just going to circle them. We had the VPOC from here. This one here, obviously, you had a VPOC here. And then you have a VPOC here, which, if we break 44.24, there's a high chance that we're going to be going for this one, and then a major one at 42.97. To me, this is a really, really big one right here. 42.97 is crucial. And I have to check and see why.
What's the VPOC after 44.24?
Hold on one second. Why is my keyboard not working? It's telling me. All right. I don't know why my keyboard doesn't work. I don't know what it is. Which one? 44.24. The next VPOC is 43.44.
Thank you.
Yep. So you have the key level would be, the weekly bottom. Let's make sure the weekly bottom is correct. Real quick. So just make sure this is a monthly. I'm going to change this guy to weekly. Yep, so weekly bottom is still correct. We're headed there, guys. I mean, yeah, we're headed to the weekly bottom now. And we're going to get a strong bounce right there at the weekly bottom. So weekly bottom and the VPOC are going to act as a massive, massive bounce here. And what I see happening, and we can even leave this, we're going to go here, we're going to get a bounce, and then we're going to come back here to finish this VPOC here. I see this happening pretty much here, but let's see. It's never a move that's straight down because that would be too obvious, and they don't like to be obvious. But you guys see that, right? So this is a crucial level. They really never came back to retest it. We never came back to retest it. So they retested this one, they failed. This one, I mean, tomorrow will be, you know, a sign. I just don't think this one is very important. This one here is fairly important. Well, never mind. I take that back. There's a couple of VPOCs, POCs here in this area. You guys see it? Like there's one right here. There's two right here. And then there's one like literally right in between. So this, let's see how we react to this one tomorrow or tonight. I do think we're going to get a bounce here at 44.24, and then we're headed to 43.58. Okay, so that's ES. NQ is probably in a worse position. Oh yeah. Okay, so NQ is gonna go here. So you guys see how nicely they did it here. They touched this perfectly the next day, right there. We're gonna be looking. So they did this one as well. There was a touch right here, double bottom right here. So let's see what remaining levels. I think there's a guy on Twitter that when I posted that it was going to 14.774, he said there's no way in hell. Oh, cute guys. So this here is broken. Obviously, we broke the POC today. The value area dropped. We're going to go here probably 4429. Let's see. We do have the loss support here. Here. Yeah, we're headed to the 14.429. I'm just going to go on. Let's see, 1 year. I want to do a day. Yeah, let's do intraday. We'll do 2 hours. Do 90. I just want to see if there's anything hiding here. No, honestly, I mean, all the way back to October, there's not much hiding there. And then you have this major one here. That was to play out. That would be insane. 13-1. Which, I mean, honestly, after this 14 here, there's not much. All of these low levels will not be important. This is going to be the magnet. So these are the levels I'll put for NQ here. We have the obviously weekly mid in case we turn and pump. That's a good shorting level. Then you have 14.586, which I guess we're going to get there tonight before we wake up, or maybe even by the time we're done with the session, we're going to be there. Yeah, we're going to be there fairly quick. And then we have the 14.229, and let's hope we bounce there. Oil did, you guys see this? Perfect bounce on oil. So let's see. Actually, tomorrow we might short oil. So XM, OXY, Gush, all those tickers, you might be able to short it tomorrow. So we'll watch this and see how they do. Does anyone know what this is? Anyone? Nope. All right. So this is your small cap, your IWM. Here it had like a nice little line that I needed to protect. Let me just kind of go back to 90 days. Yeah, this is definitely in bearish mode right now. Let's check the dailies real quick. Yeah, this is done. So if you guys remember the chart that I posted on this was a crucial level that I needed to defend on it, and we didn't do that. Well, in case, yeah, it's gonna go somewhere around here. Maybe we get a couple of bounces here and there, but that's the ultimate target. So tomorrow we can watch this level for opportunity to short if we kind of bounce here and then take a short. That's exactly what happened on SPX today.
What level is that? I can't see because of your screen.
Stop complaining, man. Come on. It's 2027.
2027. What stock was that?
This is your small cap RTY. This is your IWM. RTY.
RTY. Got it.
Yeah, so that's your futures for small cap. IWM is reflected to that. It's your Russell 2000. So here's the same picture for IWM on the monthly chart, right? You guys see it? It's pretty bloody, right? I mean, these are the levels that I was using today for shorting. And I mean, from the big picture, right? We broke this level. Maybe we get some bounce here, some relief around here, 191, which would put me $9 in the money. I expect this to be hit fairly soon. Yeah, this is, does anyone know the pattern here of 3 candles? Anyone?
Oh, it's something. It's like 3 something like a noun. Right?
Anyone? You
That
don't
was
know?
the crow's feet, wasn't it? Or black crows?
Ah, 3 crows, yeah. 3
It
black
was a
crows.
noun.
Yeah, it's a really it's a really powerful pattern.
I thought they did that because, or called it crows because the other one's 3 white soldiers, so they couldn't do 3 black guys or 3 black soldiers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's the bullish side is 3 white soldiers, correct? And once you have them, they're not supposed to have gaps in between them. So in case you look like right here, there's a small gap in between right here. They have 1, 2, 3, and they need to be stacked. Like this one should have opened here and continued down, but this one went up. So it negates it a little bit, but it's still pretty powerful. Like here, you see these are pretty good. Then you see all these push-ups here with gaps. They lose the power of the pattern. So, all right, so I think we covered the indexes today. There's a couple of people that took the trades on SPX. This is a good level if you're kind of looking where to short it or what happened. So this level here, 4494, was fairly important on it. Let me delete all of these and then let's kind of recap some of the stuff. So 4594, and then here you had this guy right here. So let's look at SPX on, let's see, 30 minutes. So I think today it came up all the way to 4,600. Yep. So if you have the clouds, if you're using them, I think you had a couple of opportunities to short today. Let's just kind of take a look at it. First of all, in the daily, 4610 was the break of the daily to the top side, right? So the goal for you, if you're just paying attention to the clouds, once it gets in, it needs a lot of more volume and momentum in order to change this, right? To get inside the dailies, you need some power, right? So if you shorted right here inside the clouds, sure, you can do that. What I suggest you do is short right here. When it breaks this on this candle right here, you can short right here and you'll be okay. And your stop loss, you can use the middle line, which is 4592, Honestly, in this case, probably would have been safe to say that today's high is my, if it breaks today's high at 4602, I'll get out of this short. So far, so good. So your entry was kind of right here, right? Right here. And you guys see how it came back perfectly and then kind of continued down. Then another point you had, if you took the entry at 4580, what is also lined up at 4580 here? Do you guys see the same candle I circled here?
Yeah, I have the other midline.
Yeah, this is an important midline. This is the most respected midline that you should get familiar with, weekly mid. This line does not miss. Like today, as I was live, I kept mentioning it's struggling here. It was struggling with the daily mid, like it was struggling early in the morning here. Let me go back. Where's Friday? Did I go too far? Yeah, it was here. It was struggling, couldn't get above it. It looked like weak. And then here was an indication for me that it's not going to go too far. Obviously, had the daily top right here, had the 4-hour bottom. I'm sorry, daily bottom, 4-hour bottom, all lined up. Once you broke the daily line here, basically you rejected the line, bearish backdoor. You rejected that line, and you also broke the weekly mid. This is your go ahead, like trust it. And then even if you switch to 3 minutes, I do suggest that you use trend bar, at least in Nashi candles once you're in a position. Look at this. Even if you're just playing the trend bar here, like even if you just play trend bar, but nothing else, trend bar turns green, red, play it that way. I mean, you would have gotten in here, let's say, even if you stop loss here, get in here, 5 minutes becomes a little bit more deadlier, right? 5 minutes won't miss as much. Look at this, 5 minutes up, red, turn down. And literally kept you in the trade. Not a single candle closed above it. When you guys ask me, hey, how are you able to hold so much? Well, I'm just using the tools that we have, guys. So, like if you're more, risk averse, use 3 minutes or 5 minutes. I don't suggest you use 1 minute because look at this. It becomes a little choppy. You're going to freak out. At least use 3 minutes if you're really, really risk averse. 5 minutes is really safe as well because I just think that's a good time frame for intraday levels, especially for newer guys. You should not have 1 minute on any of your charts. But definitely use this. So, I mean, you had an opportunity to short at 45.80 here. Me personally, I shorted at 4,600 on SPX from the phone. As soon as I saw that was happening, the ad was going down. It stood no chance on that. So that was my idea behind it. And then the trend bar helped. I don't have the trend bar on TOS on mobile, but I do have the trading view, and they're very, very close. So that was a really good opportunity. Netflix honestly is just going to die down. This is going to consolidate here at 400 level for some time. So today, let's see, I mentioned it's going to go to 428. I think somebody said, oh, is it going to go today? Well, let's see. Look where it's at right now. They're not going to drop it below 391. You can actually take some calls tomorrow as soon as you see a bounce on this. We're going to get a strong bounce here, initial bounce reaction, but then make sure you take your profits quick. I think it's just going to be more down before up. So this one's fairly risky tomorrow. If you're going to play it below 400, just know 391 is going to be super, super important. Okay, let's see. So Tesla, I think some of you guys are in Tesla with me already. So this is a VPOC on it. We're going to pay attention to this level. I do expect us to push up tomorrow. And here you have a C that's lined up with the value area low. So it wouldn't be a shock if we push up to 1011. And then if you look at the strikes, obviously we're not going to close above 1100 tomorrow. I guarantee you in my life. Even if Elon Musk tweets something about Tesla, that's not going to happen. Definitely not 1200, 1300. So all of these that you're seeing, 1100, 1200, 1300, what do you think? It's happening. They're just collecting premium right now, actually.
Is that a head and shoulders?
No, I wouldn't say so. Right here, no.
Or like in there, like the whole thing?
This?
No, that whole thing.
Like this whole thing? This?
Yeah, except that you don't have the left shoulder. If you expand your chart a little bit, maybe.
I'm not following you out. Maybe here, let me do 1 hour. Oh, you're talking about like this?
Yeah, right there.
This would be kind of like an inverse head and shoulder, but remember,
No, with the
you're-
left shoulder. See that left shoulder?
He's talking about
maybe
what before the gap up.
Yeah, the gap up before the gap up, left shoulder.
this?
You almost the green line almost there is the like shoulder line, I guess.
Yeah, I can see it, but I don't know. It just doesn't look like a clean one.
Yeah, it's not a clean.
So head and shoulders usually appear in an uptrend. Okay, so a lot of people, I see a lot of people, if you're playing ascending triangle, let me do a test here real quick. If you're playing an ascending triangle, let's see there's an ascending triangle here. Let's say it was, the candles over here. Is this an ascending triangle here? If it happened right here?
No, because overall it's trending down.
Yeah, ascending triangles are continuation triangles. They do not carry any weight when they occur in a downtrend. They actually are not relevant. I see a lot of people post stuff on it. Like, let me give you an example today. I had a guy from another group that I was in, and he was like, man, we're going to go much higher on the video. I'm going all out on the calls on 260s. I said, good luck. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, there's no relevance to what you're saying. He said that he saw ascending triangle right here. I'm sorry, but do you see this? Do you see this? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And you want to tell me that this is an ascending triangle? I'm not trying to be an asshole, but these patterns, ascending triangles, occur when it's actually making a higher high, when it's going like this. This, and then if it creates something, let's say like here, and it's setting up, then I would believe it, right? And an uptrend, I would take the ascending triangle here. I will definitely, draw my line here, connect this. I mean, this, hell yeah, I would take this, right? My stop loss is here. My entries over the peak, over the previous high, or even the break. But look what happens, and I'm pretty sure he was like, fuck you. He took the 260 calls here. I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing because he doesn't want to understand what I'm telling him. This had zero potential for long. And if you paid attention to this stock, particularly, let me show you something here that's coming up on it. I am pretty certain we're going to fill this bad boy tomorrow. Like, I'm almost like 99% certain we're going to fill this tomorrow. And there's just logic, right? I mean, they're close to it. So if we're able to drop below the close, which, hold on, did the video already drop after hours? Yeah. So, yeah, I already filled the gap. And I think they're going to protect this level tomorrow. I wish they didn't drop him more after hours, because this would have been a good play, at least 6 points. They closed it. Where did they close it? They closed it right here.
Yeah, they did it all after hours.
Yeah, this is a shit fucking move by market makers. You see what happened at the top of the gap right here? Look at this. Whoop. And then they fill the gap right here. So here, this is a no trade zone now. You do not trade the gap till the gap is filled to the upper or bottom side. Does everybody know that? If you didn't, that's a rule. You don't trade this tomorrow unless it breaks up or below. So for long tomorrow, if you want to play NVIDIA 239.26, I would round that to 240, and I would short it below 233. So that would be the NVIDIA. But honestly, some of these levels might change before we wake up, and I think they will. Tesla, I would look for, honestly, I would only go long after, you know, if you go on, let's say, 15 minutes here.
I know you hate Tesla. Do you plan on playing their ER?
No, I don't play here.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I would honestly only take this if I was to play this. I think over 1,000 would be the safest bet. So I'm looking at this because you guys see the zone that I had at the end of the day. I think I was actually live with you guys when I circled this, when I said if it breaks this, it's going to go much lower. And of course, when did they do it? They do it after hours. If you're risky, you can take this over 1,006 here for the calls higher. And honestly, if you're going to go short, I think the low was 994 here. I think it was, yeah, see this other wick kind of came here. I think it's 994, maybe here. Yeah, 994. So obviously tomorrow, the close is important. So previous day close, I call that PDC. Okay, and then obviously this is going to be the previous day high here. And, you know, if it was to start running, I'd watch these levels, right? So this is short or long entry, depending on how the market reacts. And then just kind of educate people on the cloud.
Is that 1,000 or 1,006?
1,006. So if we look at the clouds, it's still inside the 4 hours, right? So if you see this, it's still inside the 4 hours on the. It doesn't have a lot of meat on the downside. A lot of people might think, you know, it has a lot of meat, but it has meat, but there's going to be congestion here. So I just don't trust it just yet. And this is a monthly, I believe. Let me check the weekly, see if there's any. Yeah, so 966. Isn't this funny? 966.66 again. Like all these devil numbers that show up on it. Okay, so perfect. What do you guys call this play? I'm gonna keep testing you guys till you pick this up. What's the play here?
Bearish money shot.
Backdoor.
Yeah, bearish money shot, and this is an excellent bearish money shot. How do you know this is gonna work? Anyone?
Close cloud, just maybe
Yeah.
one. Also that trend line.
Well, first your cloud's closed, and I think this one is actually pretty nicely closed, meaning it's negative over -1 or less than -1. And if you look here, I'm pretty sure tomorrow people will get excited, and I think we're gonna bounce here. I'll look for calls here, bounce area on Tesla here. Weekly mid does not miss, guys. And here's, okay, I don't have to tell you, weekly mid does not miss. Usually you will get a reaction out of it. So tomorrow we're gonna watch for this. If it breaks that, then we know we're going to 931. Break this, we play to 931 puts, go above it, you know, kind of curl here, we're gonna take some calls. On SPX, I just wanna make sure everybody's aware of this because I think tomorrow we're gonna make quite a bit of money on this. So our 4 weekly mids here, we're gonna have to map this one out a little bit better. I mean, it's outside of everything. So weekly mids here, I mean, honestly, 43.80 is the only target left from cloud's perspective. Oof, What do you guys see here?
Bullish money shot.
This is a bullish backdoor.
Backdoor, sorry.
Yeah. So money shot continues through the cloud and continues going. This one is going to protect it. There's a strong chance that we're going to get a mid here. Last time it hit it, you guys see what it did? It dipped, and then it literally, I mean, it went ballistic. It ran hard. And that's not a really big divergence on the daily here. There was a bearish divergence here. You guys see that on the MACD? 4 hours, there's a little bit of momentum dying off, selling here. Honestly, if we can get this tomorrow, this might not be a bad play to play. I'm pretty sure ES is down because I was charting. I wasn't even paying attention to the. Oh, whoa. Okay, we just touched that level here. So I'm expecting a bounce tomorrow at this level. It would be great if we could get it at this 4424, but I think they're gonna be doing some work before we wake up here. Man, they suck. So that makes sense. SPY. Okay, SPY is right at the VPOC. You guys see it? Does everybody have this VPOC? Yes, no.
I don't.
Okay, so this is an important VPOC here, obviously 441. If you go on your charts, go on SPY, and go on the 30 minutes, or maybe go 1 hour, because I think we have to get extended. Yep. So here's your VPOC right here, clean one, 441.93. There's a lot of 450 puts. If we can hold this VPOC tonight, just remember this tomorrow morning, I will grab calls right out of the gate on SPY. Because they have puts below 440. I don't see us going below 440 tomorrow. Yeah, I don't see us going below 440 tomorrow. So this would be a good level for a bounce here, and then you have the 434. If it breaks 441, next week's 434s are in play. Yeah, there's 9 million left on premium on puts. I think they're gonna burn that tomorrow. Okay, this is not VPOC, but it's a strong POC. Can you guys believe this was just a 410 not too long ago? Now it's a 365, probably going to tomorrow's headed to 351.
How did it react to that 36666 level?
Well, I was going to show you.
Nice.
So let's look at it on smaller time frames. So 366 and pre-market, I guess it respected it here, and then here it just kind of crushed it through it. Let's see. I mean, he used it as a resistance after they broke it and then came back down. But 359.11 seems to be a fairly important level. Yeah, I think we're gonna go to 351 tomorrow. I would buy some calls there, so that's what I would watch on Qs. If we go and look at what other
Sorry. You said calls where at? If it hits it.
I would look for calls at 350 level, 351.99 to 350 tomorrow.
Cool.
Let's see, 30 minutes on this guy. I mean, this did not take that big of a beating compared to the rest of the market. Man, this is not too bad. This took a beating. This lost 75% of its value since a couple of weeks ago. And now it's pure consolidation here.
Have you looked at IWM, Shorty?
IWM?
Yeah.
Yeah, my IWM, we kind of scanned through it earlier. So IWM, the highest puts were 200. If they can keep this, tomorrow we're going to get a strong bounce in the morning. I would play 205 calls on this. And while we're here, I'm going to clean up I'm actually in 200 puts, and I fucked up. I didn't buy the 205 puts. We are in 960s and 950s. Let's see, this one, Facebook. Yeah, you won't need these calls. DWAC will keep, AMC, no, firm, going. Okay, IWM.
DWAC's been gold lately.
Oh, dude, DWAC's been paying so well. I love DWAC. So I'll just load a couple of these for tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we're going to be running on this. IWM. What else we got? We talked about SPX. So if ES is here, that means we're going to be looking for calls around 4,500. And these prices are going to drop tomorrow. I'll look for 44.85. Well, that's a shitty contract. Any particular tickers anyone else brought in?
Can you look at Baidu? Look at it on the daily. It has an abandoned baby. I think that would be. I think it looks good short. Below 160.50.
Dude, I guess I have a lot of levels on this. Oh yeah.
And then go on the 4 hour, and that's where I got 160.50 from. Or I mean, yeah, the day close.
Yeah, I'm a short the fuck out of this. A good find, dude. Whew. This is one of my favorite bear setups, guys. Oh man, this could lip.
What level is that?
160.76. I mean, this is a $3 drop. That's going to be a well paying. And you see here, I had an abandoned baby and it dipped. So, and then we can kind of project this, right? And see where this guy will look to bounce. So yeah, it would bounce right here at the fib right here. You guys see it perfectly. So 157. I would take definitely below 160.76. Go short. If this one has abandoned baby, what about Futu?
Yeah, I just went to Webull and looked up biggest like percent changes today. Saw that on the daily, and I was like, that looks good.
That's a good find, really good find. I love when people bring it up. Okay. Honestly, I would play this tomorrow if it breaks this downtrend. You could play here or here, a break of this today's low.
What level is that?
I would say if it breaks 130, I would short it.
Okay.
Check out JD, Shorty. On the daily.
On the daily. Too, right? JD. Ooh. That is a fucking disgusting candle. Dude, this is such a bad candle. Well, what do you know? I might even play JD's next week. 70 puts. That candle will get followed through. I'll play those. Then I'll play also something closer in the money here. 75s. Wow, they're so cheap. And 76. So depending on price action, right? But oh my god, this could literally be the nicest one to play tomorrow. Let's see what we got here. Oh my god. Do you see what it rejected?
Weekly mid,
Oh, monthly mid.
monthly mid.
Oh yeah, this is not going on, and this is not going higher. I promise you that. And look at this here on 4 hours. Look at the bottom screen that I'm circling. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna pay tomorrow.
What level for short?
Man, I can almost short for next week out of the gate. I was shorted below. Let me just fix this level a little bit. There's some support here. I can't see it right now. I would say 76.5 is short. If this breaks 76.5, let's check where the weekly is to make sure there's no confluence. That's a nasty monthly mid rejection, though. Well, good luck to you, girl. Weekly mid. So monthly mid, weekly mid. Now you get to see something else. And it has below has a daily, weekly pivot. So that's good. And then you guys see what happens here on this chart. This is a really, really good bear setup, guys. You guys see the divergences here, even like on intraday levels? Look at this. Like every single one of these moves. And here was your intraday. You guys see the pattern here, anyone? I mean, this was a beautiful short at 80. Really, really nice short. And you guys see how it tried to bounce on the daily? Tried to do a backdoor, but there's no momentum, so it's not going to work. Yeah, this is, I mean, if you want to play a safe below the 76.14 or below 76, which is your daily mid, I'm sorry, daily top to 1.5. So if it falls inside the daily top, I mean, literally, it'll go to 73 bucks. So about $3 move, and those puts will print. Good find on this, really good find. What else Chinese is there? There's JD, there's Baidu, Baba, Neo, right?
Yeah, Neo was decently strong today.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, it has a reason to be decently strong here. Any weakness in this? Oh my God, it's gonna be bloody.
XPEV had a nasty candle on the daily, but
Okay, what setup would you guys call this right here?
descending triangle.
This is a descending triangle. It's descending because we're in a downtrend. It cannot be descending in an uptrend, right? So yeah, this one looks, man, if it breaks, I mean, alerts 27.43. If we break this, guys, the next breakout was right here. it goes $21. I mean, this could be a nice payment. And I had this stock at like $4. I sold it here somewhere. This was a good fun stock. So let's see what they have here. 90 days, 1 hour. So it's been consolidating here. I think they're expecting a big move up actually. But this, let's see. I'm gonna draw a better trend line. Yeah, we'll watch this one. XTAB, you said, right?
Yeah, it was just another Chinese stock. I don't know. You
Yeah.
did mention it.
I don't know if it, let me see if my eyes are lying to me or not, but this looks like almost like a head and shoulders. I mean, below 43, hey, this is pretty good here to short. Yeah, I would watch this below tomorrow. Yeah, some big boys. Oh my God. What a, you guys remember we had this drawn out before? You guys recall this? I have it tweeted somewhere and I think it's in our posts here. You know, if you measure this from the neckline, 3305 to here, let's say 3762. You guys see the price range here? $455, right? Wow, I can't believe we got decimated like that. So let's find entries for Amazon short or long. Outside of daily, outside of 4 hour, just had a break below the weekly bottom. Uh-oh, 2653. So these are the levels we play tomorrow. You break below this, 29.94, or you know, you could even play the 29.82, just because that's where we're the low. If you break this, then you go 28.81. It's a $100 drop. Break that, you go to 26.48, and the ER is coming up on this thing soon. Yeah, I'd watch this tomorrow. I'd watch shop below 96. Yeah, we'll watch this guy tomorrow. Any other tickers from anyone? Let me make sure I have. But this is a tough market, though, just for everyone that's, you know, trading or new. This is a pretty tough market to be in.
Have you looked at Roblox lately, Shorty?
Yeah, they got to be. Are they below 70 yet? No. Look what it says here. If bounce short here. 86. We had Thursday POC rejection. Man, this is Nancy be losing money. Whoa. This is a monthly chart on pretty sure it's headed here tomorrow. And honestly, I would rather play a bounce than short on this. Yeah, I would definitely play the bounce versus short here. So this is just a price action stuff here. So let's just look at this on 90 days, 1 hour, and see if we see anything juicy here. And what do you know? This guy right here. We're gonna bounce here tomorrow, strong.
What level is that?
71. I'll give it to you a second. So we're gonna be looking for like 72 or 73 calls. It's gonna drop there, but I'm not gonna short it.
You said 72 or 73 calls are at what level? Sorry.
71.114 between 69.70 and 71.14 is the bounce. There's a VPOC here. So if I was to do, let me remove this zone here. This would be the zone for the bounce right here. Right here. This would be the zone right here for the bounce.
Cool, thanks.
You think if we get that bounce in the afternoon, like take calls for next week?
I'm gonna play 0 DTs, but I'm not gonna swing anything over the weekend.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, for me to swing in a market like this, you know, with all these gap downs that are happening, it just doesn't align with my risk strategy on making money.
Yeah, I learned the hard way this week.
Yeah. So, and I usually what I do now that I'm focused a lot more on a 1,000 account, I can't afford to swing something and lose so much in an account like that. Usually my $1,000 account and challenges, I don't swing much. It doesn't make sense, right? So, yeah, I think we might be good here, honestly, for a bounce. If not, it'll be around 67. If it breaks this, it'll be around 67. I don't know if there's any levels there. There is something at 64. There's 67 here. We'll mark this value area bottom here in case they want to play us. All right, somebody set a firm. I don't want to leave you hanging. This chart got decimated.
This is a silly question, but do you think 100 calls are worth a shot for earnings at 40 cents?
When is the earnings?
February 10th, I believe.
I mean, last time it went from 71 to 101.
From what I've seen, it's just when the stock moves, it moves, you know.
I just don't think they'll do it twice. Just psychologically, I don't think they'll do that twice. But $40 is not a bad risk for you to, you know, put some money in it. I don't know why, but I'm fairly bullish on the process and the business that they have, though. So this is me cheating here.
Didn't Square buy Afterpay?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they did.
So honestly, and this is my favorite setup here. This is what I live for. This is how you can quadruple your accounts, honestly. This is how I made quite a bit of money on MU here. There's the same pattern here. It was the same exact pattern, just that I bought it here. And it did the same thing. So this is one of my favorite patterns that's forming right here. And if it decides to test the bottom, which I think it might. I mean, you know, if it goes 46, then your 100 calls have no chance.
Yeah, that was just speculative on them doing well on earnings.
Yeah, that's 210. The earnings are 210.
Yeah. It was either that or 90 calls, which are only 97 cents.
Huh? Say it again.
I said it was that or 90 calls, which are only like 97 cents or something, which I think is
I
like
mean,
a
it's
safer
not
bet.
bad. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, I mean, buy the 90s and sell the 100s.
I don't understand that, how that works. Like
No,
selling
well,
a
we can,
call.
yeah, we can hold a class on. It basically lowers your risk and what you're putting for the call. It's called a debit spread. And if you spend like 10 minutes on YouTube, you'll find out. Basically, you become a market maker. So and if you're, let's say, if you're below 25K on your account and you have the margin enabled, all you have to do is, let's say you bought Tesla, 1,000 calls, and that call is up, let's say 200%, and you can't sell it because you have 0 day trades left and you don't want to get flagged. What you do is in that case, you sell Tesla, let's say 1120 call, and collect the credit and collect the premium. But that's only you do that when it's approaching resistances. So now if the price drops, you collect the K on 1120 calls. So if you sold them for, let's say, I don't know, 12 bucks, or let's say $1,200, the price is dropping and they're at 900, you just made $300 on this, and you can close it the next day or same day. Well, not same day, probably next day. Does that make sense? So you're protecting the profit you made 1,100 calls by selling the next strike up. And if it decides to go down, then you're protected because you're going to make money on the ones that you sold. Because whenever you sell calls, you're bearish, right? Does that make sense?
Kinda. It's like halfway there.
No worries. I mean, it's not an easy concept, and there's a lot of strategies, right? But yeah, the buying calls and puts is pretty straightforward. You have iron condors, you have butterflies, horizontals. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can trade with options. So, what else we got? A firm. I just think we focus on what we got now, and then we'll see how we open tomorrow. I don't want to have too much on.
What are your favorite setups right now?
I'm sorry, but look what happened here. We're $5 away from the POC. Isn't that amazing? I just want to check something here. Volume here and here. Let me send it. No, that's not this one. Is this one? Oh, it's this. Man, this volume's so weird. Trying to look at it. Can't see how it looks here. I would assume it's here. But
CR.
yeah, look at this. So what I do sometimes on these is I'll look at the volume profile, like on this one, and I'll look for, you know, this one might be even like a little bit slightly different. I'll look for something like this, and then I would probably grab up to here. I just don't want to go back now, but this probably looks correct now here. You're grabbing the most of the volume and see if there's a fall off, and that's what I did here. Grab here and grab here, and that becomes your demand zone. And you come here and check. It worked. So let's see. I think we might see a bounce here. So that becomes your shorting level tomorrow, 44.24. All right. So this is good.
What are your favorite setups? So I can mark it down.
I would say Tesla is one of them. What do we say? SPX 5. What else do we have? We had
Video, Baba, JD, Roblox, Neo, Bidoo, IWM.
Yeah.
Which
JD was definitely my favorite if it decides to go. Baidu was the one that we talked about, right?
Abandoned Baby on the daily, yeah.
Yep. So JD, Baidu, I like Tesla. I think. Let me make sure Facebook didn't break 315. It did. It broke 315.
Then Roblox, Neo, IWM, XPEV,
I like Facebook.
Amazon.
I like Facebook short as well. Like, let's see if they break this trend line and we can short it below right here, 312 to 310. Safer bets to short it below 310.5 on Facebook. But the reason why I like short on Facebook, there's a level here that I was watching it for short, and look what they did. 315.59 was my entry on it. But of course, they do it after hours, and they dropped it all the way to 310, which is the move that I wanted. But of course, so tomorrow, let's watch for the rejection on 315.59. And I guess this would be the close here. So previous day close is important. It's not going to go to the high. Okay. Yeah, so JD, Baidu, I would say Facebook is up there. I do like Tesla. I think this might run tomorrow, awkwardly enough. I think this might run tomorrow. But let's see what they do with this guy. 84 would be a shorting level, and then the balance would be at 70.72. Did anyone catch DVOC today when I called out those calls? I believe that they were like 1.6 when I bought them.
Yeah, I did. I think me and Zach did, and CR.
Oh wow, nice.
They sold. I sold my first one for like $40, and then I just held on to the last one. Then out of nowhere, it just exploded.
Yeah, I went to 85, which where I wanted to sell it. I sold it at 84 or something like that. So for a long entry, if it breaks this tomorrow, it's doubtful, but 87 breaks, you can take calls on it. Short below 77.37. Let's see. Tomorrow, I don't know. Microsoft was so easy today. I can't believe some of you guys missed this. This was This was just a beauty short, and I don't know how you missed it out of all people. If maybe you weren't watching it, because I know you watch for these setups here.
Who, me?
Yeah, I know you.
Oh,
watch.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, this was the easiest short today. Once it broke 310, this was a done deal. And look,
That
it
was
went
an
all-
afternoon, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I was caught up on SPY.
Yeah, so this was an easy short tomorrow. So honestly, tomorrow on this one, you know, if it breaks 300, then we got to look where it's going to go next. I'm pretty sure there's VPOX here. What the hell is this? Yeah, there's a VPOC right here. Oh, that VPOC no longer matters. So 296, there's a strong VPOC. And this was a good level, but it's not going to go there. Yeah, the lowest I see it going is 296. If it breaks 296, then 283 is in play. So below 300, shorts 296, which is good for 0 DTE. And then we got 283 if it really gets messy tomorrow. Might be able to get that. Another one that we always forget to look at is just Apple from. It broke some critical levels. Yeah, 161, we're expecting a bounce tomorrow. 157 has a VPOC here. And then the major VPOCs at 140. I do expect it to go 140, so. You guys see this? Everyone?
Yeah.
This might be worth looking tomorrow. Oh my God, this would be beautiful tomorrow to get it up to here. Yeah, Shorty right here wants to break this level up or down. Short below 162. Oh, I was short below 160 on 89, and then all the way to 157. God, there are so many identical setups in tech, guys. Look at this. So many setups. Opening range low, stumbled a little bit, and then dumped. All right, any other tickers from anyone? Trying to see something? Look at this.
Yeah.
Perfect hit, 1618, 227, all the way down. This is too good to be true, but. One 826. All right, well, I think that's it for the watch list. Ryan, if you took notes, I greatly appreciate it. Yep, we'll hop on tomorrow a little bit earlier, maybe 9 o'clock or so, just to kind of see the market, see if you're getting those bounces, see what the market makers are thinking, right? Because we want to make sure, of course, we want to make sure that They don't reverse on us here, so let's see. Yeah, I'll definitely watch this VPOC tomorrow. See what it does. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining. Hopefully, you guys picked up some knowledge on it, and we'll talk tomorrow.
Thanks, brother.
All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.